Hey friends, it's me Beth. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do something a little different. It's something I've not done before yet, but it's definitely something I think I'm going to be continuing to do for you guys because it is so important. And that is educate you guys on bread and butter and bolo brands that I am constantly picking up and looking for. We're going to cover today specifically pants, essentially jeans, joggers, leggings. Pants is an umbrella brand or an umbrella term for me. But I'm going to cover 5 bolo and 5 bread and butter brands with you guys that I'm consistently picking up. With that being said, it's important to cover what bolo is. Bolo, be on the lookout, things that I'm so excited and I do this little happy dance when I find them. And bread and butter, meaning I go to the store, I find them for $5, $6 and consistently flip them for $30 or more. I know they're going to perform for me. They never fail for me. So when you're hungry and you have nothing else, bread and butter is great. Can't find anything great? Bread and butter. That's what we're here for. So I'm going to pull out the handy dandy notebook. We are going to get right into it and we are going to cover the 5 bread and butter brands first. So my very first brand that I love picking up, that I'm consistently finding, consistently listing, is Everlane. Everlane, I remember the first time I ever sold a pair of pants by them, there was a consignment store local to us that listed a pair of Everlane pants. When they listed it, their listing had said something weird like Evermore or Ever something. It was auto-corrected on their phone. And they were green, flare, cropped style pants with big pockets in the front. And I commented on the post, I said, I'll be right there. So they held them for me. I paid $8 for them. They sold for 40-ish or more dollars within a week. And I fell in love with the brand. I have been sourcing it ever since. But Everlane, for the most part, that I can find is primarily sold online. I didn't see it in a lot of places like Nordstrom or Shopbop or Revolve or Dillard's or Macy's. For the most part, when I was seeing Everlane, it was on Everlane's website. If I'm wrong, I stand corrected. Please let me know because I would love to see how my research led me wrong. But yeah, they're sold primarily online. They retail for $80 all the way up to $190. And when you find them and you resell them, they sell anywhere between $30 and $50. They could go for more if they're a more recent style, especially if they're new with tags, but $30 to $50 for me consistently is what they sell for. And something interesting I think that's important to talk about with this company is that they do things like factory audits. So in a world where fast fashion has become such a thing, and we hear the horror stories of Shein workers putting things on tags, or Temu, or the places where we're spending $2 on a shirt, that we know those factory workers aren't paid right. Specifically myself, I do not buy from them. I'm heavily against it, if I'm being honest. Everlane actually discloses on their website that they do factory audits. They go in, they check on workers, they build relationships with people, they make sure they paid a really good wage, they make sure that factory temperatures are in control. They make sure that they are not creating any sort of sweatshops anywhere where people are underpaid and undervalued. They are so against that they make sure, and they put it on their website, they're making sure. They're also into ethical sourcing of materials. They get, materials that aren't on farms where things are abused or there is malpractice or issues like that. On their website, they actually talk about being radically transparent. That's great. If people want to know where their clothes come from, they'll let you know. They're honest. They're just a great brand. So when I find them, I'm happy to pick them up. I'm happy to give them a new life with somebody else. And they always sell for $30 to $50 for me. My second pair of pants, again, bread and butter. We all know it if we're in the reselling community. If you're new here, you're about to learn it. But it is the brand Madewell. Not all Madewell is created equally, so know that when you're outsourcing it. Always check your comps, check your style names, see what they're listed for on Poshmark and what they're selling for. But Madewell is sold on Madewell. It's sold at Nordstrom. It's sold at Saks. We have a local mall. It is sold in Macy's and Dillard's. I have seen Madewell jeans there. They retail for $80 to $130. However, there are limited editions and collaborations. I would need to do a little more research, but almost like the brand is Madewell, and underneath the Madewell umbrella, there are other brands and collabs. I was seeing jeans on their website for $585. So if you find one of those, you're like super in luck, but the tag won't say Madewell. It might say it on the inside. The tags I were seeing, there was a brand called B Sides, the letter B and the word sides. Those were stupid expensive. They resell online for anywhere between $30 and $50. I'm sure if you're finding collaborations, they are selling for much more. And as I went through their website, the website actually says simply made well and sustainable. They're into sustainable fashion. They do this really interesting thing called the Do Well report. If you go on Google and type in Made Well, Do Well report, they will tell you how exactly what it is they're doing is more environmentally friendly, how they're reducing whatever by 60%, how they're sourcing their local ethically made materials. They talk about it. And I love that they're clear, I love that they're transparent, and I love that they sell for $30 to $50 for me consistently. I own a pair of Madewell black skinny jeans. I love them. I've had them for a while. I have thick thighs. They do not do the whole like thigh chafing thing. They're a good brand of jeans, and I swear by my Madewell pants. So if you see Madewells in your size, you haven't tried them yet, I would give them a go. My third pair of pants that consistently sells for me, that I pick up all the time, is FootJoy. The first time I picked them up at a thrift store. They rolled out on a new rack. There were 10 pairs of them, $5 a piece. I paid $50 for all of those jeans. Every single pair now, except for like one, I believe, is sold out of my closet. But they are sold online, and they're also sold in places like Dick's Sporting Goods. If there's like a Golf World near you, I want to say there's one close to us. They're sold at like golf and sporting stores. You can tell that I am not a golfer or sporting good person, but that's okay. I know FootJoy. And they retail for anywhere from $90 to $150. They resell anywhere between $30 and $60. Every pair I've had in my closet is sold between $35 and $45, which is great. I have learned though, with golf pants, the brighter the better. The bubblegum pinks, the lime greens, the salmon, the bright royal blue, the sky blues, all of the bright colors that I'm like, I'm not gonna wear those pants in public. Those are the ones that sold. They sold quickly. They sold for like $35, $40. I made my money back. Usually it was like 2 pairs of pants. I made my money back. You'll see in this week's what sold. I just made another bundle of 2 pairs of FootJoy pants. It is spring season. People will be golfing. If you find them, I would be picking them up. An interesting fact about FootJoy is that the company started out with a different name. They have rebranded a few times, but it's essentially been the same product. They've been learning, how to make it better and better, and every year they make something new. They spin it, they add to it, they improve upon it. But the company has been around since 1857. That is a long time. I think that's the oldest company that I have on this BOLO list, or bread and butter list, whichever one we end up going through. I believe it is the oldest company that I will be talking about. Next up, and please don't kill me for it, but bread and butter for me is Lululemon. Yes, the market can be saturated, so it is important to check comps. However, Lululemon is expensive, guys. I had sticker shock the first time I walked into a Lulu store and touched a pair of pants that were $130. I was like, these are really cute. I think I'm gonna buy them. And then I looked at the sticker and I was like, nope, I'm not gonna do that. I am not spending $130 on a pair of pants. It will not happen. I could be a millionaire tomorrow and I'm still not spending $130 on a pair of pants, because thrifting has taught me the way of, if I'm patient enough, my $5 pants will show up eventually. I actually own a pair of Lululemon joggers. They're super comfortable. I was gonna sell them, and then I put them on my body and I said, absolutely not, these are mine. With that being said, Lululemon is sold at Lululemon. It is not sold anywhere else. And they retail pants for anywhere between $80 to $180. If you look up comps online, they resell for anywhere between $30 and $50. Yes, people can argue with me. There are pairs of leggings that are selling for $12, $15, $18 online. They're usually older styles without a style number around the size dot, and they're worn. Newer Lulu, if you're willing to sit on it, the pants will sell. The shorts especially, even though I'm not supposed to be covering shorts, will sell between $30 and $50 every single time for me. However, what I don't love about Lululemon is, as you look for information on them on their website, really all they said was that they're physically, mentally, and socially for the people. And that was about it. It really leads me to believe, the more I learn about Lulu, they're like an expensive fast fashion, which I don't love. I've enjoyed learning about the companies that are sustainable and like friendly and about the environment and care about where their clothes are coming from. It's kind of sad to see that a brand that people love so much doesn't really disclose anything, at least that I could find. So, yes, Lululemon is a bread and butter brand for me, but I prefer the other brands over that one. My last bread and butter brand, and everybody knows it, is Spanx. Spanx are sold... That was our neighbor. Spanx are sold everywhere. They are sold at Nordstrom. They are sold at Shopbop. They are sold at Macy's and Dillard's and Saks. And if you can name it, they probably have a Spanx. And there are places like Kohl's that don't sell Spanx, but they sell assets by Spanx. Spanx is sold everywhere, guys. They retail anywhere from $90 all the way up to $180, and they resell from $30 on the low end all the way up to $80 on the high end. You could probably get more for new with tag items. The type of Spanx I'm picking up, though, are not extra small and small. I will pick up medium, large, extra large, and so on. And I'm very specific about style, and I'm always looking up comps. Leggings, I don't pick up like printed camouflage. I pick up like the faux leather. I pick up the pretty velvet ones, the classics. I don't pick up camouflage leggings anymore. They just sit for me. And then the jeans. I am talking the pull-on jeans, the high-waisted, the flattering pockets, the flare legs. Those are the style jeans that I'm looking for right now because they're in. And the more flare I have found recently, the better, especially with Spanx. So when I find them, they are selling for anywhere between $60 and $80, which is great. Their purpose on their website is elevating women, and I love that. It is a company that was created by Sarah Blakely. In 2012, she was a self-made millionaire, and her product, guys, if you've not put on a pair of Spanx, you have a mom tummy, go out and see if you can try on a pair because you would be impressed. Not that there's anything wrong with my mom tummy. It brought me 2 beautiful babies, but Spanx bring back some confidence, which is exactly what they were designed to do. With that being said, let's move on to my 5 BOLO brands. BOLO meaning be on the lookout. They are not something that I find all the time, but they are something I am looking for all the time. My first brand, you'll all know. My second brand, if you're still with me, hang in just a little bit longer because I doubt that you know it. I've not heard a lot of resellers talk about it, and I'm very excited to share it with you. My first brand, though, is Mother. Mother jeans are phenomenal, and before I learned about the brand, I know for a fact I passed on it 10 out of 10 times. Why? Because it's so unassuming. It is so plain. It is so... They're just jeans. Like, when you look at them, you're like, oh, that's just jeans. They feel nice, but if you're going through a rack really fast, you're skipping on them if you don't know what the brand is. They are sold at Neiman Marcus, they are sold at Saks, they are sold at Nordstrom, Anthropologie, Shopbop, Bloomingdale's. I found them everywhere. And they retail from anywhere between $120 all the way up to $380, which is wild to me. No, I'm not spending that much on jeans, not in a million years. But people that wear Mother love Mother. I'm going to post a picture of all of the tags throughout this video up here. But Mother jeans, if you're looking for them, their back pockets have a big letter M on them. Think the Wrangler logo flipped upside down instead of a W. It is a big letter M. And the tag in the pants is like little itty bitty rectangle, and usually it like blends in. Like the word mother, it just looks like a black rectangle, and then you're looking at it funny. Mother will also, like all of these pants, if you're having a hard time discerning whether or not it's mother, will be on the button, will be on the hardware. Yeah. So when I find them and I resell them, they sell anywhere between $50 to $150. $150 are usually those new with tags, vary in style. Most of my mother jeans have sold for like 60, 70, 80 bucks. The most recent pair I sold was the Weekender, the Frey jean. They were black, super cute, sold for like $70. I want to say 76. I probably paid $5.99 for them. That's awesome. I did look up, it looks like they were made by Leela Becker and Tim Kading. And something that's on their website, I wouldn't say it's their slogan, but my gosh, was it cute to learn. It literally says right on their website, "We stand for having fun and not taking ourselves too seriously." That is such an important thing to do in life. It took me a long time to figure that out. So it just made me smile when I was on their website and read that like they don't take life too seriously. Life's about having fun, enjoying it, living in the moment, even if it's a real shitty moment. Life is about not taking it too seriously. So that made me happy to see. And they are a locally produced company. They're located in LA. They source as much as they can locally. Everything they do is local for the most part. They are very into upcycling, which is awesome. Now, the brand that most of you, to my knowledge, will not know because it was new to me and I was surprised at how well it performed, and then I had to go learn about it, is called Kimes Ranch. Kimes Ranch makes Western jeans. And everything on their website, they do like a history. It talks about getting back to the good American Western cowboy rancher classic jean. Yes, you invest in it, but those jeans, you can wear them anywhere. You can do anything to them. The knees aren't gonna bust. They are good quality, good homemade American jeans. They retail anywhere from $80 to $150, and they resell anywhere between $60 to $100. The pair that I have found and sold, I want to say sold for about $80, and they hold their value. They make small batches of things, and they're very focused on, like, if you look up online, it literally says they're designed, cut, sewed, washed, dried, USA made. Everything they do is right here at home. They're so big about it, and that's great. They do sponsorships for rodeo people, for bull riders, for barrel racers. They do sponsorships for professional people in that realm of the world. It said they do have a distinct break-in period, but the jeans are built for longevity. They are made to last. They were created in 2009. Something I thought was interesting is that men's jeans, I guess, don't have knife pockets. This pair of jeans, they specifically designed their men's jeans to have a pocket for your pocket knife, which was wild to me. It's something I had never thought about. And something really cute, but also kind of sad. Their mascot was one of their family longhorns. I want to say their longhorn Barney did pass away, but if I can find a picture of him, I'll post it because I love cows. Cows are probably my favorite farm animal. I think they're the cutest things ever. They make me happy. So of course, I just kind of sang with my heart when their mascot was cow. So Kimes Ranch, guys, big bolo for me. Only ever found it once, but they perform consistently well. You look on Poshmark over and over and over again, they sell well and they sell for good money. Moving on to another bolo brand, it is the brand A Goldie. A Goldie is something that I do a little happy dance every time I find it. Same with Mother. Probably would be the same with Kimes Ranch if I could find it again. I do my little happy dance because I know it's going to sell well. Goldie is sold everywhere. They're sold on a Goldie's website, Shopbop, Revolve, Nordstrom. Most high-end places sell Goldie. They retail from anywhere between $150 to $230, and they resell anywhere between $60 and $100. Every pair of a Goldie jeans I've had is sold in the $70 to $80 range. I would say that I find it fairly consistently but it's not like every time I walk into the thrift store, there's a pair of Goldie jeans. Not that consistent. They're another brand that focuses on sustainability. They actually are the first brand that I read about today that uses regenerative cotton. I didn't know that was a thing, and I kind of want to like go down that rabbit hole and learn more about it. But they also recycle leather, which I did not know was a thing. And I'm like sitting at home thinking like, oh, that beat to piss leather jacket that I've had forever could be turned into a really nice pair of jeans. Wild. Yeah, so they're into sustainability, locally sourcing their materials, being very transparent about what it is they do and how it affects the environment. Goldie is a great pair of pants. My last pair of, oh no, I have two more. My next to last pair of BOLOs for pants is the Tailored Sportsman. The Tailored Sportsman is actually an equestrian pant. They are used for riding and competing in horse and equestrian sports. I guess if you want to wear them leisurely on your horse, you're more than welcome to, but they are crazy expensive to be leisurely worn. They are sold at something Saddlery, Smart Pack Esquire. Esquire, guys. Wow. Smart Pack Equine and the Tack Room online. They retail for anywhere between $110 to $240, and they resell for anywhere between $50 to $100. I could not find crap about this company though. I did look, and if you guys know more about the Tailored Sportsman than I do, please put it below because I would love to learn. The only thing I found is that Susan Isaacs is a partner with them. That's what I got for you on them. But the one pair of pants I found by them, super tiny size, listed them online. They sold within 10 minutes, maybe 15 max, for $55, and they were a size 24. I will pick all of them up forever because anything that sells that quickly in a size 24 is going to sell well for me every single time. And if it doesn't in the future, I will let you know, but I'm pretty convinced it's going to do great. And then my last BOLO brand is Buff Bunny. Buff Bunny is an athleisure athletic brand. They make really cute legging and sports bra sets. They just released not too long ago this super cute corset, like bone style jumpsuit. I want it, so if anybody sees it in like a large, extra large, let me know because it is cute. It's so cute. Buff Bunny does retail on the lower end of things on my BOLO list for $50 to $80, but it resells for $30 to $50, and that's because when it's sold out, it's sold out. So if you find it in the wild, it's definitely something that will hold its value and resells well. Welcome home. I have like 15 seconds left of this video. I knew you were gonna come home before I was done. And I'm gonna pick up all those clothes, I swear. I love you. Buff Bunny was created in 2016, and it is a company that was designed for women by women. The owner is super cute. She's very bubbly, and she's all about inclusivity. So when I actually found Buff Bunny for the first time, I was at Goodwill and I found 3 pairs of like 2XL size leggings, and they were cute. It is the only time I've been in the 2XL section and found cute, comfortable, built with nice material leggings. So when I learned about Buff Bunny, took them home, listed them online, they sold the exact same week, $40 to $50 every pair that I listed, which is great. So with that being said, that is my 5 bread and butter brands and my 5 BOLO brands of pants, leggings, joggers, jeans that I'm consistently looking for and picking up. If you guys know of any brands that I'm missing, if there's something that you guys would have put on your own bread and butter brands or on your own BOLO brands, let me know below in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe if you're enjoying my content, and I will see you guys Wednesday for a what sold video. Thanks, guys.